abuse, that animal is going to defend itself, and that's the way it's going to respond, with violence. But I think if you raise an animal with love and you nurture it, then that is what you'll get back.
For sure. For sure. And again, this is Talking Animals. We're talking with Joan Jett in a conversation recorded last week. There's a new Joan, a new pictorial-based biography by Todd Olden called Joan Jett, and a new greatest hits album out as well. So again, busy. And so Joan, I mean, given as busy as you are, and obviously that includes regular touring, I'm curious, what sort of animals live with you at the moment, or has it sort of been not practical for you to routinely?
Yeah, it can be tough to have animals at home when you're on the road, but I have 3 cats. And
what are their names? I got to ask, what are their names?
I have Greta.
Mm-hmm.
She's she's not the oldest. Greta and Stephanie, and then Dion.
Great names, okay.
They're my pals.
Sure. So that's cool. So obviously somebody looks after them when you're gone, but I'm sure you must be one of the things you most look forward to about getting home is seeing those 3 furry faces.
Oh, yeah, you know it. The second I'm on the plane, that's all I'm thinking about is getting home and cuddling.
Yeah. And how have you found the whole experience? I've certainly, heard and read a few things about this, but just, again, with the Runaways out and helping Kristen, but also sort of wearing the executive producer role. I mean, was that cool? Was it kind of a mixed bag in terms of the time and energy required of you that, maybe otherwise could have been used for, music, writing, touring, hanging out with the cats, whatever it might have been? I mean, is that something you would do again, or was this sort of specific to the fact that it was the Runaways film and you just felt like, I got to step in and make this as kind of real and authentic as possible?
It was definitely specific to the Runaways film, and I wanted to make sure that, that it stayed on track, and because even though it was about a real band, it's still a movie, and I wanted to be there in case. I want to make sure the embellishments didn't get too far out of whack,
right?
And that we stayed on track. It was basically a movie about the music.
Right. And it sounds like, from what I gathered, that while you recognize, it is a movie and it has certain obligations, as a feature film, that you feel like it, generally stayed pretty on track that way.
It gives you a sense of what it was like to be in the Runaways and what we went through. Of course, there could have been so much more in there.
Sure.
But then it would have been a 10-hour movie. But,
right. Be a miniseries.
I thought Kristen did an incredible job.
Yeah.
She was so dedicated. So I can't thank her enough for being so serious.
Well, along those lines, I think we have now reached the end of our time, Joan, so I can't thank you enough for making the time to join us on Talking Animals and talk a little bit with us about animals and how you feel about animals and the vegetarian diet and the other things that we managed to kind of quickly cover. So thank you very, very much, and good luck with everything else that's going on. And hopefully we'll see you in Florida soon.
You will, Duncan. We'll see you later in the summer.
All right. Thanks again. Bye-bye. All right. Thanks one more time to Joan Jett for squeezing in an interview with Talking Animals. And boy, that is one jam-packed schedule. It's amazing what that took, and a little peek behind the scenes there in the Joan Jett world, especially right now. But anyways, all the more I really appreciate her chatting with us. So I'm Duncan Strauss. You're listening to Animals, where the show website is talkinganimals.net. And it's time to proceed to name that animal tune. And there'll be a prize, a pair of tickets to the Florida premiere, as we mentioned at the top of the show, at the Ybor Festival of the Moving Image of My Dog Tulip. Again, it looks like a great animated film. Christopher Plummer, Lynn Redgrave, Isabella Rossellini. So the first person who can call in, 813-239-9663, and identify this animal tune will win themselves a pair of tickets for the screening Saturday night, April 10th, this Saturday night, of My Dog Tulip, Hillsborough Community College, Ybor City Campus, Performing Arts Building, main stage. All right, this is it. Recent inductee, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let's name the animal tune, Talking Animals.
So messed up, I want you here.
All right. Can you name that animal tune? Kind of a gimme, I thought, but we're in the generous spirit.